Happy New Year, friends. January is going to be the month that I take my house back. And we're starting in Eric's room. Part of this January home take back is tackling spaces that need attention, that are really bothersome, and this room is the first room you see when you walk into the door. It's intended to be like a flex space, like an office or a dining room or a sitting room, but I don't think it was intended to be a bedroom. That said, we had a few reasons why we needed this to be a bedroom. I will talk about that in just a minute. He also asked for room decor for Christmas. When a 6-year-old asks for room decor instead of toys for Christmas, you know it's bad. So hopefully we can create a space in here that he loves, he can play in, and he's comfortable in. You may have noticed in that B-roll shot that we also got Eric hooked up with 2 Marlowe pillows. We are slowly working through this house, getting rid of all the old pillows, saying hello to the new Marlowe pillows. They are that good. Steven and I have been sleeping on our Marlowe pillows for a few months now. I don't know what magic they put into it. Actually, I do know what they put into it. A lot of thought to the design, that's what. The zippers on the side make these pillows completely adjustable. Unzip for a fluffy pillow, zip up for a firmer pillow. This feature adjusts the firmness of the pillow without the mess of removing or adding the stuffing yourself. They are also allergy and vegan friendly. Inside is a cooling infused memory foam and breathable mesh for ideal airflow. We're saying goodbye to the old, unsupportive, flat pillows and bringing these in. If you are looking to do the same, now is a great time to buy because Marlowe is having a New Year's sale where you can save up to 35%. If you buy 2 to 3 pillows, you save 20%. If you buy 4 more pillows, you save 30%. And then with their New Year's sale, they have an additional 10% off. You don't need a code or anything. You just use the link in the description box. Thank you so much, Marlowe, for sponsoring this video. Having a bedroom downstairs actually solved 2 problems for us. Number 1, Eric, from the day we moved in here, would not stay in his room asleep. In fact, he would wake up in the middle of the night every single night about 1 or 2 o'clock screaming, waking up the whole house. And eventually Steven and I gave up trying and we put him in the room with us. Now, when he turned about 5-6 years old, we decided enough was enough. We did not want him in the room anymore with us. And one of the solutions we came up with, instead of starting the fight upstairs again, was to start him downstairs with us and then eventually move him back upstairs. Also, having a bedroom downstairs gave our guests somewhere to stay where they didn't have to do stairs. My parents visit us often and they both recently had back surgeries and stairs are just not happening. Also, the upstairs is the kids zone, and let me tell you, it is treacherous. That is their zones. Here in 2024, as we take back our house, we will be tackling those spaces up there, and it's not going to be pretty. If you're looking for some real life, real messy decluttering content, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button and follow along with me. Y'all are also going to need to hold me accountable because your girl's probably going to be trying to get out of it here in the next month or 2. I actually tried to attempt to do a toy declutter upstairs. We have a playroom upstairs. We haven't been up there in a very long while, but I will put a card here for our playroom declutter so you can go see it and where we started. And here in a little bit, if I find the fortitude to move forward in that declutter, I will post that video. But I completely shut down before Christmas and decided I could not do it at all. But I'm feeling very optimistic for this year. So, new year, new start, and we're just going to take our time with it. And we're going to be ruthless because that's one thing I've learned on my decluttering journey. It's like peeling back layers. And while it's been a big chunk of time between the last time I decluttered our playroom and this one. I know how it's going to feel once it's complete. I know how much happier my children are going to be, how much more fun it is to play in a room that you can see what you have. And so I'm just going to focus on those things. You know, cleaning and decluttering with children's toys is not for the faint of heart. I have done it with them and I have done it without them, and I can't tell you which one is easier, because doing it without them, I'm always afraid I'm going to give something away that they love or that they play with on the regular basis. But doing it with them is a little bit like pulling teeth. And I have all ranges of when it comes to hanging on to stuff. I have the child that doesn't even want to throw away toy packaging. Okay. And then I have the child that could care less. If you say, I'm giving this away as a threat, she's like, go ahead. Go ahead. It doesn't affect her at all. And then I have one in the middle that is reasonable. You might be asking, Shannon, why didn't you just finish that video and get that posted before starting on another room? Well, I kind of had an idea to possibly take all of Eric's toys upstairs and move them downstairs and rotate them, start a rotation. I have friends that do that. I have never done that, but it sounds great. I don't know if it fits my personality to be that mom, but we'll see. Grace's zone is the toy room, and she's pretty tired of picking up after her little brother, and quite honestly, I don't blame her. He is a mess, as you can see. I need to figure out a way to block stuff from getting underneath the bed.
I don't have a reason for the bug. No question.
I mean, how can you get upset? He is just too darn cute. He is also a good helper. You'll see he's in and out of here with me, helping me for the most part. At times I was like, you need to get out of here, bud. Don't you love just finding clean, folded clothes on the floor? Yeah, me neither. Off camera, I have my 3 essential bins, a trash bin, a dirty clothes bin, and a giveaway bin. So that's what I am tossing these items into.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash can. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us?
I have learned that sometimes it's just easy to push it all into a pile and process it from there. Most of the stuff is garbage. So we're going to see what all we can get rid of. He has been in this room for less than a year, maybe like 9 months or so, with no real organization. Originally, I said all toys stay upstairs, but I see that is just not realistic in this house. So part of my goal for today in this video is to provide him with his own little toy space, separate from the girls, that he can have downstairs, that he's responsible for, nobody else. One thing that I feel like I failed at in the playroom upstairs was like micro organizing all the little pieces. And that's one thing that I decided to let go. You know, like Barbie shoes here, Barbie clothes here, Barbie food here. You know, that micro organization, not realistic for my family. I admire those of you who can keep up with that. I have friends who can do that, and it looks fantastic and looks like so much fun to play in. But it just, is not something that my family can keep up with, nor something that I want to manage. So I kind of kept that in mind for this space. He obviously has a lot of toys that are not going to fit in this room. And that's why I think I'm going to give that toy rotation thing a try, where we have a couple things set out for him, like Hot Wheels and Paw Patrol. That's kind of what's set up now. And then, in a few months, if he's getting bored with those toys, we rotate in something else, his tool set, that sort of thing. I don't know. I will keep you guys posted on how that works out, because I am kind of an out of sight, out of mind kind of gal. I will forget those toys even exist.
I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken.
This locker actually came from upstairs. It was a piece that we already had, and it's perfect. It kind of keeps these play sets on his level, and gives him a spot to organize or just throw in all the accessory toys that go with it. And at this point, I did bring him in and I said, hey, here's the toys that we're keeping. I want you to organize this blue cabinet. And so he did. You'll get to see that here in a little bit. But I just love shopping my house first. I have big, big goals for the upstairs. Our loft is basically empty. Our playroom was designed to also be a movie theater if we want it to be. It's got all the plugs and outlets and stuff. And we've just always used it as a toy room where we could just put all the toys in, the kids can play in and not clutter their rooms up with it. But now that the girls are getting older, we're paring down quite a bit. They do still play with some of their toys, but we're going to hopefully transition all toys to the bedrooms now, get rid of a whole bunch, and just create a family space up there where we can watch movies and hang out. And then I don't know what we're going to do. We have another loft space that is just kind of like dead space right now. It was where we were doing a lot of homeschool work, but we changed out the ceiling fan and the lighting is awful. So we haven't done much schoolwork up there. So I don't know. We'll just have to see what 2024 brings. It was at this moment when I saw the smile on his face and getting excited about putting his toys away. I gave him some bins that he could use to sort things as he chooses. Again, like I said, this is not something I want to manage. My thought is the blue locker, you can organize it how you want or not organize it at all. It wasn't something I was going to manage. Watching him do that, it just made me so happy. And I couldn't help but have a little bit of mom guilt for not doing this for him sooner. Like I said, he's been in this room for 9 months. And it's just been an anything goes. But you know what? If I wasn't feeling guilty about that, I'd probably be feeling guilty about something else. That's just how mom guilt goes. The fact of the matter is, it just brought me so much joy to be able to do this, and reminds me that I need to check in with my kids more often and help them in their spaces. Even though it's their responsibility, it just brings them so much joy having mom in there with them and just helping them organize, and just really, honestly, it's quality time. It really is the best of both worlds. You're being productive and you're spending time with your kid, Shannon. So I need to remember that. And especially for my big girls, because right now Eric still does need my help. So Stephen and I are in there more often than not. But the girls, they're 11 and 13. So they're responsible for their rooms, and I kind of, again, just kind of have the anything goes mentality up there, minus the clean clothes on the floor, because that really grinds my gears. There's nothing that irks mom more than seeing those folded clothes on the floor being trampled. Ugh. Anyone else's kids do that, or just mine? Anyway, we're making improvement on that. But back to what I was saying. I know that they would appreciate me up there, helping them and taking an interest in the organization up there. So I will be getting my booty up there too. We're going to put that on our 2024 Taking Our House Back tour.
I always thought love like ours would last. I never knew love could pass. Tomorrow comes and you are not around. Feels uneasy. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you're leaving.
All right, let's flash back to what this room looked like. Ever since we moved him in here, we didn't have any real system for toys and stuff. And inevitably, toys from upstairs came downstairs. And honestly, I really want him to have a space that he can do that and play. I mean, what fun is a room if you can't have your toys in it, right? So I think we accomplished the goal of giving him a nice cozy space to sleep and rest as well as play. Hopefully we have organized it in a way that it will be easy for him to maintain. I will just have to keep you guys updated on that. Eventually I'm gonna get in here and do a real room makeover. I'm holding off on that for now just because this always seems to be an ever-changing system in here. And I don't know for sure if this will always be a boy room or if in a year or two he's gonna be upstairs. So I'm hesitant, who knows? But let's see what it looks like now. And remember, if you're ready to throw out those old pillows, now is the time to buy those Marlowe pillows. Thank you so much, Marlowe, for sponsoring this video. If you haven't already, go say something kind to yourself and we will see you in the next one.